In today's video, we're going to be showing you how to turn the humble hot dog into something very, very special. Now, I've got my brother with me today, helping me, and we actually discussed putting jalapenos in this, and I forgot right at the pinnacle moment, but never mind. Like I say, you can add anything to your flavour preference. You can't get much of an American icon. This is a modern twist to that humble hot dog, and I've had these before. I did them a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, these are good. Nice treat every now and then. Not your everyday eats, but still the same. We're going to show you how we made this hot honey and mustard sauce. It's great for a dipping sauce for these bad boys. That's what you want right there. Crispy, not burnt, perfect. For these hot dogs, we are going to be putting some raw onion in. I really do like raw onion, to be fair. I prefer it. Bit of crunch, and I prefer the flavour personally. So we'll quickly get these chopped up finally. Just put them to one side for the minute. Personally, I like them chopped nice and fine. We're going to make a dipping sauce as opposed to your usual mustard and tomato ketchup all over. Because we're doing them grilled cheese style, we need this sauce. About half a cup of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons American mustard. Now, I've got this from Tubby Tom's. It's hot honey, Yeti honey, a good tablespoon. Then for a tiny bit of acidity, we're going to use some apple cider vinegar. You can use any apple cider vinegar or anything acidic like lemon or anything like that. I'm just going to go with a capful of this Lagom Chef apple cider vinegar. Just give it a whisk. Really, it's just down to your flavour preference. Give it a try. I'm going to add just a tiny bit more honey. As I say, this is guideline tablespoon of this. And that's the great thing about making your own sauces and dipping sauces. You can adjust it to your flavour preference. As I say, like, you know, you could use lemon or even lime, anything acidic. But do be careful when you're using lemon. It can overpower very easily, so just add little by little. And it can also split it. That's perfect. A little bit of back heat there. That's our dipping sauce. So if you're living somewhere like America, the United States or somewhere like that, you may not have seen these like this, but in the UK and especially Germany, our hot dogs come in a brine. Pretty good, nice and cheap. So if you're in the United States and you want to try and find these, I'd suggest somewhere like Lidl and Aldi, because I know you guys have got those stores over there. You may be able to get these over there. They're pretty good. Hot dogs are what they are. Pretty much always use them. Unless you go to someone like Sosij in the UK and you get yourself some of these bad boys. So we've got here some Beechwood smoked hot dogs with bacon. These are handcrafted. He does craft sausages, specialises in craft sausages. And I've had these already before, and I'm telling you now, they're a real good treat. If you want to treat yourself to something a bit special, get yourself some of them. Let's get prepping. I got myself a new toy. This is a great bit of kit. You can do it with a knife. So you do one side and you do the other, but you've got to be careful. Fucking hell. Shit. I reckon just do one side. So if you're using one of these, personally, with these hot dogs, I would only do one side. Because these have got harder skins, I couldn't actually enter the other side and it just basically split it. We're still going to cook that. We're not going to put that to waste. Personally, just one side. Or like I say, you could just get a knife and just carefully. It just opens them up. You get like a bit of a better texture. So that way you're still getting the same result. That's what you're looking for. Just want a bit of a crisscross. So we are going to give these a little bit of a seasoning. This is optional. So I'm going to go with some of this from Tubby Tom's. Just gives them a little bit of a extra added flavour. Not that these need it, because they are really exceptional, to be fair. We got this shut down halfway. Bottom only cracked open slightly. We're probably running at about, I want to say about 120 degrees in here. I just like to get these up to temp nice and gently. I don't like to go mad grilling them hot and fast. We'll just check on them in about 10 minutes. So after 5 minutes, just to show you guys what you're looking at, they have actually started opening up now. That's what you want. That gives that bit more crispness and texture to that bite. When it comes to the cheeses, you could actually just keep it simple, real simple, and just do, you know, like a mature cheddar, a bit of mozzarella or something like that. But today, because I've got it, I'm going to use it. Some red Leicester, a nice bit of the richiness of the cheese. Some grated mature cheddar, a bit like sharp cheddar in America. We're not holding back with the cheese on this, by the way. Mozzarella for that stringiness. 4 cheeses. It's really down to you, your flavour preference, what you want. Got it? So I'm going to use it. Let's give that a little mix up. And there you go. To be a bit different, what I have got is some salami here. I'm just going to add 3 slices to each one. It just adds a little bit of different flavour in there. I like to be a bit different, a bit outside the box. Ideally, that's what you're aiming for. As I say, the deeper you slice into them, the more they're going to open up and end up banana-ing a little bit, looking like an octopus tentacle. Either way, okay, so now I'm going to add the onions. Now we're going to add the hot dogs. We used our failed attempt one. Now when it comes to adding the cheese, this is a little bit like if you've ever made your own calzone and you think, oh, I've packed that out with loads of cheese, it's going to be awesome. You've not got enough cheese in it, trust me. With these grilled cheese hot dogs, you really need to get that cheese in there a lot because it does shrink a lot. And also try and pack it in because when you flip them, you are going to lose some of that cheese. It's inevitable. Get some butter and flip as quick as you can. Don't want them too close together because the cheeses will combine and stick together. You want to get that cheese brown. It doesn't take long for this. I'd say that first one is done. This is real time as well with no editing pretty much. Let's have a quick look. That's perfect. Let's go for the next one. Really important to get under that cheese. Perfect. A little bit darker than the other one, but that's cool. Oh yes. Look at that. Now we're just going to toast the bottom of those buns off just slightly. That's what you're looking for. So let's give it a try. We've got the nice raw onions in there. We took it a little bit continental style with the salami in there. Adds a little bit of different flavour to it. Let's give the old dipping sauce a go. These are something that I could probably get used to eating quite a bit. If you get your mates round for a barbecue and they're like, what we having, hot dogs? They're going to be like, all right, yeah. Or even on game day. But then you do this, they're going to be like, whoa, they're a bit different, because they really are. Glizzy. That works really well. First time I've made that sauce. That works really well. Really well. I'm not going to double dip because my brother wants to try it as well. Don't worry, bro. I'm not going to double dip. I'll just use this. I've got to have a bit more with my next bite. Raw onions, to me, work really well. But like I say, you could grill your own onions, fry your own onions, whatever. Talking about double dipping and all that sort of business. Gavin just sliced his up like this. That's a really good idea. So you could have these just as a side and then you're not double dipping. So you're going in with that. Your mate can have some then. Awesome. Yeah, works really well. Go cook something exceptional. I'll see you when I see you. Cheers.